All right, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a good day, regardless of all the crap, right? As usual, I just got a couple things I want to show real quick. You know, and this is where, the church, in my opinion, preys on people's beliefs, okay? Because even Jesus said, right, that he didn't heal anybody. It was through our belief that it would be done, right? And he even said that we would do greater things than he, right? Well, if he's if he's the almighty, powerful God figure, how is it we're going to do greater things than he? Okay, well, right up here, you are God's. And how does that work? Well, that goes back to what I was showing you with the universe and the brain, right? First, there was nothing, there was just the universe. That was it, just the void, so to speak. And somewhere in there, energy isn't created nor destroyed, it just changes form. So, just like the Bible says, that those that are still alive or living, the living, will be transformed in the twinkle of an eye. That means you're just going to shapeshift into whatever you were before. Your memory will be restored, the whole 9 yards, because everything will be restored, like I've said before. Okay? So, this right here, these are Jim Croce, Time in a Bottle, just some lyrics. If I could make days last forever. If words could make wishes come true. So in the beginning there was the word, right? But actually there was the thought that went behind the word, right? So it's through your heart that's why Jesus said, "You will do greater things than I." It's through your words, your heart, your wishes. So be careful what you wish for. You may get it. You know that old saying? And I see that happen all the time in this day to day life. And I'm not going to get into specific examples, but it does happen. So I want to get into something else here. Oh yeah, because it also says you don't build your kingdom here, because this isn't a real place. This isn't what it is. Okay. Even here it says, my kingdom is not of this world, right? So, neither is yours, neither is mine. We don't come from here, so to speak. This is the remnant of everything that was left over. So there's bits and pieces of this here. Then there's some of it that isn't here at all. Okay. And this is why I don't like the names. Existence itself, right? It's just existence. That's what I've said before. We don't need to work for a living. We don't probably need to eat, because it was the thought process that put you in the body that you chose, and you helped create all the animals when we were all part of the nothingness before it became stuff. So it is what it is. Now, I want to get into another thing. There's lots of references in the Bible of people just appearing out of nowhere, so to speak. I know they don't necessarily teach that to you, okay? But I want to go a little further into that. There's a couple more instances. The materialization effect, coming out of the script, so to speak, of people just showing up out of nowhere in somebody's room or whatever. There's some more here. That's the fade out part of it. They come in and then they leave. I want to bring this up. Has anybody ever seen this movie? Okay. And why I mention that is, let's get into here. This is a scene out of the movie where they're discussing time travel.
It's serious. It could be catastrophic. It's like throwing a stone in a lake and it causes ripples in the water. Only now they're ripples in time. So you can't go back and kill Hitler, much as we'd all like to. Because for all we know, it could cause a chain reaction of events that could alter or even destroy mankind. And that, my good senators, is where you come in.
Okay, did you hear that? You can't even go back in time and kill Hitler, as much as we would like to. Even Donald Trump has made the comment, why are these time travelers trying to kill me? Right? I've mentioned that before. So we're going to do another one here real quick. Hang on. And like I said, I don't have all this stuff queued up, so it's very hard. You know, I'm just an old guy with a couple of devices. And this is where... that scene's a little loud. So this is the scene where they're time jumping and away they go.
They're away. Is this the hottest thing or what?
And then right here they just appear. Now they're not appearing, but see, that's the Washington waiting pool, right? And I brought that up in previous videos as well. Okay, so you know, the whole idea of people just appearing out of thin air, so to speak, and then you know, disappearing. Now, how much of that is true and actually took place, or is this just all more signs and symbols of, you know, how things are done, so to speak, right? Because like I said, I think it was just the touch that did it all, because as much as you'd like to, you can't even go back and kill Hitler. So, you know, when the divine feminine, or, you know, how it's labeled, everybody's divine. When the female was touched, groped, raped, whatever, I'm pretty sure that became the destruction of everything. So, just some more little tidbits for you. And then something else I've talked about before in the past, Nikola Tesla with 369. And I discussed that, you know, on August 6th and August 9th were two previous time jumps. I said this could be a big weekend, August 3rd to complete the 369, right? Could very well be the next time jump, but I don't know. Like I said, I see things. There's a lot going on in the world. We've got the Euphrates River, you know, the Colorado system hit their number 10 the other day. We had, you know, the number 10 over there in the Straits with a tanker. We've already had the problem with, you know, supposedly with the aircraft carrier. We've already got the tsunami, so to speak, that hit New York City. They flooded bad, right? So just like everything else, these are all signs. You know, they're not only in the heavens, which they are, but they're all around us, even in the movies. So, I don't know, just like I said, just hold on loosely. You know, who knows how much longer this will go on. Hopefully not much longer. We get our freedom back. But, again, just some more zany stuff to think about as the world turns, so to speak. And actually doesn't turn, right? Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. All right, everybody, take care. I love you all. Bye-bye.